The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Will's shocking exit leaves Electra reeling and Bill's wish fulfilled. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates suggest that Will Spencer's crew Morrow departure from the company could significantly impact Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace. Is Will planning to leave Forrester Creations and fulfill Bill Spencer's desire for his son to become part of Spencer Publications? Bill is on a winning streak. BNB fans are aware that Bill is currently on a winning streak when it comes to achieving his goals. With the threat posed by Luna Nozowa, Lisa Yamada, eliminated, and Katie Logan, Heather Tom, back in Bill's embrace, he's feeling optimistic about his family's prospects. Naturally, Bill is also eager for both Will and Katie to eventually join him at Spencer Publications. Given Katie's growing frustration with Forrester Creations, it appears she might soon give in. It may not be long before Katie returns to Spencer, marking yet another triumph for Bill. If Will follows his mother, Bill keeps up his winning streak. If Will also arrives at Spencer, Bill will continue his impressive streak of positive results. There's nothing Bill desires more than for Will to assume his rightful role in the family business. It would truly warm Bill's heart to see Will collaborating daily with Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton. However, enticing Will away from Forrester Creations might prove challenging for several reasons. With Will's recent promotion and Electra also being part of Forrester, he has two compelling reasons to remain. Bill may need to try harder with his pitch. This means Bill may need to put in extra effort with his pitch to ensure Will recognizes the benefits of leaving. Perhaps Bill can emphasize Ridge Forrester, Torsten Kay, and Brooke Logan's, Catherine Kelly Lang, unkind treatment of Katie as part of his argument. Ultimately, Katie might assist Bill in persuading Will. Once Katie decides that Spencer is the right choice, she could work to convince Will that they should all join Bill's team. That will make an impressive family business. But what will Electra think? This could catch Electra off guard. If Will ultimately decides to transition from Forrester to Spencer, he will need to inform Electra about this significant development. This news might catch Electra off guard and leave her feeling let down that they won't be sharing the same workplace anymore. While Electra may back whatever choice Will makes, this situation could introduce fresh drama for the couple to navigate together. The bold and the beautiful spoilers indicate that Bill could see two of his employee wishes fulfilled if both Katie and Will choose to pursue a future at Spencer Publications, so keep watching. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with BNB right now. Come back here often for the bold and the beautiful spoilers, news, and updates. Electra Grant had never seen the Spencer mansion this quiet. A stillness hung in the air that made her uneasy, as if the marble floors themselves were holding their breath. The sun filtering through the tall windows cast long, golden lines across the foyer, but no warmth came with them. Not today. She had been summoned. Not by Bill Spencer, not directly, but she knew his signature tone when his assistant called. Clipped, controlled, heavy with unspoken expectation. She had replayed the message over and over since leaving Forrester Creations, every word hitting with that same, cold precision Bill used when business turned personal. Electra rarely feared anything. She'd built her career on never appearing vulnerable, weaving charm and cunning into a powerful tapestry no one could unravel. But today, her confidence frayed. Something was wrong with Will. And Bill was involved. She stepped deeper into the foyer, heels echoing. She'd barely crossed the threshold when she heard the faint, broken sound, almost impossible to believe, of Bill Spencer sighing. Not his usual sigh of annoyance. Not a growl or bark. But something frayed, something human. Electra slowed. Bill emerged from his study and she froze. His expression was carved from stone, jaw tight, eyes burning with the restless energy of a man who had just begun a war, one he fully expected to win, but who wished he didn't have to fight at all. Electra, he said, voice low, purposefully even. Thank you for coming. She swallowed. I didn't exactly feel like I had a choice. Bill's mouth twitched, not quite into a smirk. You always have choices. Some are just smarter than others. That didn't help her pulse any. Where's Will? She asked cautiously. Your assistant said. I know what she said, Bill cut in. And she told you the truth. Electra felt her stomach drop. Bill stepped aside and gestured toward the open door of the study. You should hear it from him. She moved past Bill, bracing herself, pushing away every worst-case scenario her dramatic mind conjured. Drugs? Arrest? A runaway attempt? A secret illness? A betrayal? Will, Bill's youngest, the quietest Spencer, the one with more heart than swagger, surely he wouldn't, would he? Inside, Will stood by the window, back to her, hands shoved in his pockets. His posture was stiff, shoulders squared. He was taller than he'd been even 6 months ago, suddenly sporting the early edges of adult confidence. But Electra knew him too well not to see the tension radiating off him. "Will," she said softly. Turned. And then the shock hit. His eyes were red. Will Spencer had been crying. Her breath caught. Will never cried, not in front of her, anyway. She had known him since he was a child, watched him grow from shy middle schooler into a sharp, thoughtful teenager with more moral compass than anyone else in the Spencer bloodline. He came to her for advice, for help navigating school drama, for secrets he didn't trust Bill with. But now, "Electra," he said, voice cracking. He looked older and heartbreakingly young at the same time. "I'm leaving." Her world constricted. "Leaving?" she repeated, unable to mask the panic. "Leaving what, exactly?" "Los Angeles," he said simply. "Leaving all of this." Electra's throat tightened. This couldn't be real. But what happened? Bill leaned in the doorway, arms crossed, watching the exchange closely, too closely. As if it mattered deeply to him. As if he had orchestrated it. Will stepped closer, swallowing hard. "I applied for the international program in London months ago. I didn't tell anyone because I didn't think I'd get in. But I did. And orientation is next week." Electra blinked. "London? That's far." "Yeah. I know." Her brain spun, trying to reorder this new reality. Will was leaving? Leaving her? For months? Years? Without warning? Without talking to her? "But why didn't you tell me?" she whispered. He looked away. "Because you would have talked me out of it." Her heart cracked. Bill's voice came low and smooth from behind them. "He's right. You would have." Electra spun toward Bill. "You knew." "Oh, I know everything that affects my family," Bill said evenly. "Will came to me last night. He told me he got in. And that he wanted to go." "But you hate the idea of him being away from you," she said sharply. Bill's smirk was thin and bitter. "Hate it? Absolutely. But it's not about what I want." Electra stared at him. Bill Spencer, not making something about himself? This was new. Terrifyingly new. Will stepped forward. "I told Dad I needed to do something on my own. Away from being Bill Spencer's son. Away from everyone's expectations.